Farmers' two-day National Council meeting gets underway in Wellington today. On the agenda are topics such as keeping it clean, the future of ag research and brand New Zealand. I'm joined now by Federated Farmers President Bruce Wills. Hi there, Bruce.
Good morning, Michael.
Firstly, just give us a feel of how the climate's going to treat farming this coming year. We had the drought, of course, quite a severe one for New Zealand earlier this year. How are things looking at the moment?
In a nutshell, very good. It's been a tough start to this 2013 year, but Michael, a great winter for most of the country. Tremendous grass growth. It's been a warm winter. It does bring a few challenges with it, but on the whole, the farming sector's in a buoyant mood.
Now, one of your topics is keeping it clean. Now, we had interesting comments from the Fonterra boss, Theo Spearings, the other day, saying that he considered environmentally we were about 8 to 10 years behind Europe. Now, what was your feeling about that, and do we have a lot of ground to make up?
Well, I was quoted as being surprised at that comment, and I do remain surprised at that comment. This environmental challenge is one of the biggest challenges, particularly around water, that farmers have today, and we'll certainly, as a group of farming leaders, be spending quite some time on just getting this balance between continuing to farm, grow our farming and farming profitably, but doing it with a smaller footprint, and that's the challenge of our time.
Because the expansion of dairying is putting a lot of pressure on our waterways, isn't it?
Listen, it is, and we acknowledge that, but I guess it is by far the most competitive land use at the moment. We have huge world demand for our dairy products, and frankly, it's dairy that pays a lot of this country's bills. So farming is critically important to the economy, but the challenge is we do have to do it sustainably for generations to come. So we have got some challenges, particularly around some of the nitrogen issues. We acknowledge that, and we're doing a lot of work to try and get the balance right.
And it's very much linked to brand New Zealand, which you will be discussing at the council meeting. Do you think brand New Zealand's been taking a bit of a hit lately, partly because of Fonterra's issues, but also because of this environmental issue?
We've had some situations that haven't helped. I think my personal view is in time, I think, particularly around the botulism false positive, people will respect the fact that we have been upfront and completely honest and transparent. We've taken a hit because of it, but our food safety is critical, as is our environmental credentials, and I think we can do better on both those counts.
Research. Are we putting enough into research to take advantage of our natural blessings in New Zealand?
Never enough, probably. Again, it's a call that we regularly make. Science offers farming particularly a very exciting future. We think, just as we touched on, I think this conundrum we have with producing more from less land, but doing it with a smaller footprint, it's going to be science that gives us a lot of the answers to getting that balance right. So very keen to spend more money, not less money, on science.
Now, prices of our commodities, what's the outlook, do you think, for next year?
Michael, great. It's the dairy industry looking at probably the highest payout ever in the coming 12 months. It is only a forecast at this stage, and we're conscious in this world that things can shift quickly, but very positive for dairy. Beef's holding the line. We're going to see good improvements in sheep meat prices, and we're going to see wool up quite well on last year. So with that, and with some pretty kind weather, it's farmer confidence is at levels that we haven't seen for quite some years. So good for farming, good for the New Zealand economy.
Okay, thanks very much there, Bruce, and have a good conference there. Bruce Wills there from Federated Farmers.